close your laptop. Staring at the charts won't make you rich, and you really don't need them to be successful. And these 6 principles will make you millions in any business, and here's how. You probably spend several hours staring at the charts, looking for the perfect setup, taking entry and exit. What if I could show you what it actually takes to build real wealth? Today, I'm going to show you why successful traders spend less time on the charts and more time doing this instead. Like I said, today we are tackling a major problem, and I want to outline exactly what we're going to cover right now. We're going to cover why constant charting and staring at charts is never going to help you. We're also going to cover briefly the psychology of a successful trader. And then we're going to knock down 3 actionable steps that can improve your trading strategy. But first, let me share a quick story of how I lost over $300,000 just staring at the charts. So last year, 2024, I earned $50,000 funding. And then the next thing you know, I lost that. Then I gained $50,000 funding back within like a week. Gained $100,000 in funding with Top Step, and then gained $150,000 in funding with Top Step. Now I'm looking at $300,000 of funding. What did I do? I was already making some good money, so I went full time. And essentially what I did was, because I went full time, I didn't understand and realize the amount of time that I would have in my hands. I didn't realize that I was kind of posting on YouTube, but I wasn't as consistent. I wasn't as consistent because I was so focused on the charts. I thought that's all I needed to be doing, and that was the only time I had, because I needed to be ultra focused, put all my eggs in one basket, and that's what I believe in. But when it comes to staring at the charts, we only need about 1 to 3 hours on the charts. Swing traders might need an hour. Scalpers might need 5 minutes. Day traders might need 3 hours. We don't need 7, 10 hours. So what I was doing was sitting on the charts, marking it up, checking my phone every 30 minutes, going on the chart, seeing what I could, I like this trade. It's 2 o'clock outside of my trading rules. My trading rules, I got a 3-hour window that I trade no matter what, and then I'm done after that. If I'm in a trade past that, then I sit through it, but I'm not entering anything after that. So going over this, I literally just started self-sabotaging. I started jumping in the way. I made 4K in a week, then lost everything on one account. Then I started making a ton of money on one account, brought it all the way back down. Made money on a bunch of accounts. On my other account, got a bunch of payouts. Then completely crashed the account, completely crashed the other one. When I got my $150,000, I'm like, all right, I'm locking in, not gonna mess up, getting off YouTube, gonna ultra focus. Too much time, and essentially what I did was self-sabotage myself. Was over 5K on that account, and then literally did not take a payout. Stressed me out so bad, I just went off the charts, still traded, but just got off the charts, and I started reading every single book you see behind me, every single book I could get my hands on, to figure out what I was doing wrong, and this is what it was. We have a goal to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you could become a professional trader with professional profits. Let's say you're in a winning trade, you up to $2,000, and you making some good money, but it's not even close to your profit target. It's not near your stop loss, but it's not close to your profit target. And you just keep checking it. Well, what you are doing is you are over monitoring and over managing that trade. We want to manage our trades, but there is a thing of over managing. And what you will do is get into an emotional trap. I'll call it the charting trap. You'll get into this emotional trap. You'll go on every time frame, see it. Avoid this, because when you go on every time frame and you look at everything, you start to see all these moves, you can't be objective. You can't be focused on what's actually happening. You thinking now. You need to not think. You need to just focus. A book named The Book Relentless by Tim Grover, Michael Jordan's coach, mental coach, physical coach. He always say, don't think, so don't do it. Now, the next thing, when you actually looking at these charts all the time, you allow emotions to come in, all these things, you actually allow fear, because most of the time when any emotions come in, it's not anger, it's greed sometimes, but most of the time it's fear, and you don't want to lose money, you don't want to miss out on the money you already got up, so you start doing BS. Avoid that. Don't do it ever. The reason you don't want to do this is because you deviate from the plan too much, and then you just all over the place. When you journal, you're like, now you don't want to journal because you ruined it. You don't want to even be accountable. So you need to avoid these things. Seriously. Another common mistake, and this is one that I made, is you look at so many different pairs. You look at things all day. You burn your mind. You don't even have enough bandwidth to get other things done. You can't be focused in other areas of your life so you can be better. So allow yourself to have a balanced life. But I'm not talking about looking at the charts is bad. You want to study. I used to study 12 to 16 hours a day looking at charts, nothing else. I'm not talking nothing else. I looked at YouTube University and any course that somebody sent to me for free, or, you know what I'm saying, anything like that, I was looking at it. So that's not what I'm saying. The problem is when you're trying to transition to a successful trader, we need to understand that the charts isn't everything. We actually spend less time on the charts, and it's not actually what you see all the time with people taking trades. And no, some days is literally you just not taking a trade. Last year, 2024, I took 7 days or 8 days without taking a trade. That was the longest I ever done it before. And I'm sure eventually it'll probably come up again where it's even longer than that. So let's talk about the psychology of a successful trader. The first thing that I learned and that I fixed was I had a systematic approach all the time, but it's a difference between a systematic approach in trading versus an emotional approach. And what I had was a systematic approach with emotional guidelines. I didn't follow my system. I allowed my emotions to take over. I didn't have intention when I came into the markets. So when you have a systematic approach, you have a checklist. You have something that you look for. You know it's coming and you know when it happens, and you stick to that. Nothing changes. Nobody can tell you anything different. But when you have an emotional approach, oh, you get FOMO. Oh, you want to, get in this trade. Oh, you like the way that looks. Oh, maybe this is going here. No. Avoid that. The next thing is the role of patient trading. You need to be very patient before you enter, when you enter, and when you're going to exit. Let your trade play out. Don't worry. Set alerts. Keep it very, very simple. It's something we're going to talk about later. But utilize these things, these tools that the TradingView or whatever platform or broker you use, utilize the tools that they give you so you can be successful, because main thing, patience pays. I always, when I first started trading, I used to put that on my wall. I made a freaking graphic. Patience pays. And the last thing you want to do is build a sustainable day trading routine. I wake up pre-market, record videos, but I'm always journaling, breaking down everything, looking at what I see, not necessarily creating a bias, but writing down what I see and what I expect from myself from the day. Very simple. You want to have some water. If you work out, whatever it is, do that so you can be prepared to enter the market with a calm state. One thing I'm going to show you, and it's going to be one of the best things, and it's coming up next, so stay tuned, comes with our breathing, and it helps you calm your nerves down so you can actually develop and be very, very calm when in trades, when getting in trades, whenever. So let's talk about some actionable steps. The first thing we're going to talk about is systematic versus emotional. Take your strategy, put it into a checklist. What do you want to see? Why do you want to see it? Develop it, utilize it, and don't deviate from it. No compromise. With that being said, you also want to use trading alerts. I use these, but not as much. But when I'm entering a trade, I use trading alerts. I don't want to keep looking at it all day. I don't put it on my stop loss. That means if it's 3 hours that's going by and my profit target ain't hit, then maybe my stop loss hit, or maybe it's just playing in the middle and I go check it out. But set alerts. The number one thing you need to do immediately is implement a trading journal. Everything. Like I said before earlier in the video, if you need help with journaling, drop a comment below, put up help, or what I will do is look at the pinned comment. I'll put down my questions that I ask myself every day and I answer them. They are 5 simple and tiny questions: technical analysis, technical performance, emotional performance. Did we trade our exact plan? Are we in trades that we should not be in? And did we miss any trades? Very simple. I'm going to drop it in the comments. Make sure y'all show some love. Drop a comment down there. Now, the importance of a journal is that you can see everything. You could go back. Emotional performance. What did I do wrong on this day? What did I do great for me to make $5,000? What did I do bad for me to lose $1,000? You need to be able to see these things clearly and be able to objectively take time and figure out what you did wrong. Look back on your emotions. Oh, I remember I felt like this that day. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then you actually map it out for yourself. These things are very important. So the most important actionable step that you're going to take today, because I know you're going to do this, because I know you want to do this, because I know you want to be great, start journaling, man. Start journaling. I got you. All right? I got you. Do that. All right? All right. I had to let the New York come out of me real quick. Get right. You know what I'm saying? Get your journal and journal. You feel me? Like, what's up with y'all, man? All right. So, yeah. Journal your trades. Be efficient. Be effective. Know and learn from your mistakes. And then iterate means fix it. And then go from there. So as we wrap up in the conclusion, I'm not keeping y'all here. Y'all thought y'all was gonna see some charts? No, man, we not doing a lot of charts on this channel no more, because that's not what help us. All right, this channel, this specific video is don't stare at the charts. So what I want to say is, one last thing you need to do. You need to do this. I don't tell people what they need to do or should do, but this you need to do. Read books, listen to podcasts, put great things in your ear, listen to the great things, go implement, go learn, always be learning. It's a #1 rule, always be learning. Write it on your wall, write it on your body, feel me? Always be learning. So when you read books, if you look behind me, is a bunch of books, you probably can't see them. I need more, but I got thousands of PDFs on my phone too. I read books all the time, daily. It's mandatory, because it helps clear your mind. It's a form of meditation. It's a form of getting you away from the charts. And another thing that you want to do is box breathing. A clear example of box breathing. You breathe in 4 seconds, counting your head to 4, you hold it. You hold that to 7. Once you hit 7, you exhale through your mouth, out your mouth, not your nose, for 8 seconds. This will calm you. Repeat that 5 to 10 times until you feel normal. Just hold it. You feel me? And then exhale slowly. So 4, 7, 8. Or you could do 4, 4, 4 and then work your way up. Or you could do whatever you want. But box breathing helps me. I read it through a book, taught it through a book, The Tao of Trading by Simone Lee. You feel me? Beast trader. And these things will help you. As I said before, we have a goal to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you could become a professional trader with professional profits. I appreciate y'all showing love. Make sure you watch the next video. Rewind this video, rewatch it. Love y'all.